Media's Mining Weekly Online is talking to Alphaman Resources CEO Boris Kamstra, particularly about his tin project in the DRC. Boris, can you tell us about the significant resource update that you can announce at this point?
We've completed a drilling program and the results of that have come through, been incorporated into our resource model. It has moved the bulk of our resources into the measured and indicated category. We're delighted that our grade is going up. Our DFS was done at October last year's tin price, so $14,800 tin, and at a grade of about 3.5%. The results of that were an all-in cost of $8,500 a ton, land at Penang. So anything above 10 or 12, we're getting a very healthy return. At 14,800, we have a 22-month payback. Our current resource will stack up against anything in the tin world anywhere. There's nothing like this. The only mine that is known that potentially was similar is San Rafael of Mansour. That ran at a head feed historically of 5%, but they're currently running at 2%. So we think we've got an extraordinary ore body. We understand the processing of it. Tin deposits often are quite tricky in their metallurgy. They can be quite fine, and you've got to grind it very fine, mill it, and then try float the tin off. Ours responds perfectly to gravity separation. So the bulk of our work will be done by jigs, and then from there spirals to clean it up. And the only flotation we're doing at the back end is a sulfide reject just to clean it up. So we'll get a clean plus 60% tin concentrate at the end. The mining is going to be a little challenging. We looked initially if we could put an open cast mine at the top and at least get some cash flow going. But being a valleyed terrain, it's very hard to work out where you can put the spoil that's going to be ecologically responsible. In addition, your strip ratio goes through the roof very, very quickly because this thing just dives down. So we have to go underground. And what we're going to do is do a spiral decline just below the footwall of the ore body, and then your drives going into the ore body. And currently the bulk of our mining will be a sublevel caving method. Aspects of it are not suited to that, and then we'll do a cutfill or what's appropriate in that section.
How deep is this underground?
The initial adit is just a decline. It's just a very gentle decline, and it intersects the ore body about 80 meters down. The ore body then dips quite deep, and we stopped drilling at about 550 meters below surface, 750 meters down dip. It does go down quite fast, quite steeply. But because of the high grade nature of the material, one doesn't have to have a very high rate run-of mining rate. We're going to do 360,000 tons a year. In South African mining galaxy, that's a sampling plant. But against that, we'll produce 9,000 tons of tin in concentrate. The world tin market is 350 to 400,000 tons total. So that's a fair chunk. So the reason we only have 220,000 tons contained tin is because we stopped drilling. There is more below at Impama North. So our current life of mine is 10.5 to 12 years. There's plenty more further down. Impama South, the initial results were very similar to Impama North. So we think there's a similar ore body there. And then about 10 k's down the ridge is a place called Marouge, which has soil sample, tin anomalies, geophysical anomalies that are the same signature as Impama North and South. So we're pretty sure that there's a body there. And then to the west, on one of our licenses, 10346, we had a trenching program that was getting sharp-edged cassiterite chips, which means A, they haven't gone very far, and B, there's a source of them nearby. So we're fairly sure we're in a tin province.
It was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online talking to the CEO of Alphaman Resources, Boris Kamstra.